What is good, Hellraisers? Welcome back to a brand new episode. Today we're continuing our streak into telling you guys what the best blueprints are for every single weapon, whether it be Modern Warfare, Cold War, or Vanguard. Now today's topic is one of my favorite guns of all times, the Kar98. Now this was the first weapon I used when I started sniping. By first I mean I tried them all, but this was the weapon that I really stuck with, especially the first one that I took with me as a custom class in Warzone. Now at first it was really hard to handle it, but with time I grew to love this gun, and right now, I always have at least 3 to 4 loadouts of my 10 loadouts with the Kar98, and whatever the meta may be at the time, I do always change my primary weapon, but my secondary is always the Kar98. Sometimes I switch it out for an AR, but that doesn't last long because I do miss the Kar98. The feeling you get when you down someone, the sound of the reload, everything about this gun is beautiful. Now we're gonna see how that works out when the Vanguard comes in. When Vanguard's weapons are integrated, that might shift a bit the balance from the Kar98 from the Modern Warfare era to the Vanguard era, but it's a bit too early to talk about that, so we'll check that in another video. As far as the blueprints that you would want on your Kar98, as you can see, there's a lot of blueprints. Here it's 311 just because I have a bunch of customized ones. I have 3 customized ones, but all the rest are the ones that you can unlock. So let's go through them all, see the attachments in case you grab them from the floor or you're wondering what the attachments are and you can't find anywhere. So we have the Ikebana, which is a Season 6 pre-integration of Cold War into Warzone legendary blueprint. We have the Open Season, which is a Season 3 legendary blueprint from the pre-integration of Cold War into Warzone. We have the Saddle Horn, which is a Season 4 pre-integration of Cold War into Warzone epic blueprint. We have Fluid Dynamics, which is Season 5 pre-integration of Cold War into Warzone epic blueprint. We have the Old Growth, which is Season 4 pre-integration of Cold War into Warzone rare blueprint. We have the Old Dusty, which is Season 2 pre-integration of Cold War into Warzone rare blueprint. Now a lot of questions on my channel are about the Old Dusty. Now I've done a video in the past about the Old Dusty. Oh shit, sorry, I forgot about the Black Tie Affair. So we have the Black Tie Affair, which is Season 5 pre-integration of Cold War into Warzone, again rare blueprint. I'll talk about the Black Tie Affair and then go back to the Old Dusty. Now the Black Tie Affair was one that you would only get through doing missions. There was special missions in the Modern Warfare multiplayer, and once you had those done, you would unlock the Black Tie Affair, which is a pretty nice all black camo, to be honest. Now not a lot of people have it just because either not a lot of people played the multiplayer missions, or just because people did not really take the time or effort into unlocking this. As you see, it's quite an old blueprint, so not a lot of people pay attention to it. But yeah, it's a pretty solid one. If you're trying to see what the challenges are exactly, please check my videos. In my library, I do have every single thing you need about unlocking this one. Now, as far as the attachments, you have the Sniper Scope optic. That's what actually made it so desirable. You have the F-Tac Sport Comp stock and the Stipple Grip Tape, which is what I usually like on my Kar98. That allows you for that sprint to fire speed and makes it great for either a support or an attack weapon. Of course, you gotta have a lot of confidence to attack with the Kar98, but I like to test my chances from time to time. Alright, moving on to the Old Dusty that I was mentioning earlier that a lot of people are asking me about it. That's because all of a sudden it became a ground loot, and it was a pretty solid gun. Like in general, the Kar98 is solid, but a lot of people were wondering what the Old Dusty was, like either which weapon or which attachments it had, and the thing is they could not unlock it because it's Season 2 pre-integration of Cold War, so it's it's a few years old, and at this point there's no really other way to get this. It's not in the Blueprint Blitz event, so yeah, you really can't unlock this one. But what I can tell you guys is it's not too hard to replicate it. All you need to do is you have the variable zoom scope, which is what I usually use on my customized Kar98. You have the hollow stock mode stock. You have the Mo Money perk. That's all there is to it. So it's technically just 2 attachments. The perk is usually more for multiplayer than for Warzone, but yeah, it's not that. I mean, if you can see, it was that good and it did that much damage with just 2 attachments. So imagine if you have 5 attachments on your Kar98. Then we have the Old Growth. Again, the Old Growth is another one that you unlocked only through doing challenges in multiplayer. I do have a video about that too. As far as your attachments, you have the Singard Custom 27.6 barrel. You have the Merc Thermal Optic for the optics, and you have the F-Tac Sport Comp for the stock. As you can see, you have higher accuracy, you have higher range due to that barrel, a little bit less mobility and control. That's due to the Merc Thermal optics. Of course, keep in mind that the thermal optics do increase your ADS, especially from when you're running. So when you're running, you're trying to aim, you're gonna waste a few seconds. So it's definitely not a weapon you attack with, especially without optics. As long as you remove the optic, then everything changes. All the dynamics of the gun changes. Alright, moving on to the epic ones. We have fluid dynamics. Now this one might be the most popular one for the Kar98 because it did make its appearance not only in contraband contracts but also in the Blueprint Blitz event, and also in some bunker events where you actually, like, you had a main gun and then this was a secondary gun that you could get. So fluid dynamics definitely is something that a lot of people have, or actually go through the challenges or the Easter eggs in order to unlock. These of course are secondary, they're never the main focus of an Easter egg, but they're always secondary weapons that you can unlock. So as far as fluid dynamics goes, you have the TAC laser, which I always like to use a laser with my Kar98. Then you have the Cronin LP 945 mini reflex optic. You have the FTAC Sport Comp stock, and then you have the stipple grip tape, which is my favorite grip tape for the rear grip. As you can see early on, you have a great rear grip and a great laser. Then the stock and the optics are not too bad, but this already changes the gun from the previous one that we saw to one like this one, which is more of a close to mid-range combat. So you can already see the dynamics changing for this gun. Then we have the saddle horn. This one is not really known. I think this one you just get it through unlocking your battle pass. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it doesn't ring a bell as far as missions. You have the Sangard Custom 21.2 barrel for the range. You have the PBX Hollow 7-sight optics for the optics. You have FTAC Sport Comp for the stock, and you have the stipple grip tape for the rear grip. I think this was the first wooden aesthetic camo for any gun. So it came out in the Kar98, which is pretty nice. I think after this they started developing these woods, but I do believe the first one that I saw was for the Kar98. Here you have a bit more accuracy, a bit more range, a bit more ability. Control is a bit less, but I mean it's an alright. Alright, then you have Open Season. The reason I chose this one is because it is the best blueprint that you would want for your Kar98. Now I usually built mine on this one, so I took this one as a base weapon, and as I unlocked further and further, I built on it. As far as the Open Season, I do believe that you had to do another challenge for this one. Not exactly sure exactly which challenge it was, but it's on my channel somewhere. So if you just write Open Season Kar98 or Kar98 Blueprint Unlocks, you will find everything you need to know about how to unlock it. As far as the weapon details, you have the Sangard Custom 27.6 barrel, the variable zoom scope optic, the FTAC Sport Comp stock, the Recon perk, and the stipple grip tape rear grip. It's a very, very, very solid build. I'll show you guys the HD cutscene before moving on to the last one. As you can see, it's a very nicely done aesthetic gun. Alright, moving on to the last one, Ikebana. Just in case you guys are wondering what the attachments are and you picked it up, or you're wondering what they are, you have the tactical suppressor for the suppressor, which is not bad. You do need a suppressor with your Kar98. Thermal hybrid as an optic, ST Vault precision comp for a stock, sleight of hand perk, stipple grip tape for the rear grip. So all in all, I mean, it's not bad. You have the perk, the rear grip. The only thing that I would really change is the thermal hybrid. But again, it's a hybrid, so you could change it if you didn't want the thermal or not. And of course, this one is a good one too if you don't have the weapon leveled up and you're trying to level it up. So just grab this one either in multiplayer or Warzone. It could do its effect, and play with it. That is pretty much it for the Kar98. It's one of the guns I love the most and I know the most about. So if you have any other questions regarding the Kar98, please let me know in the comment section below. I can even give you guys what my best attachments are for the Kar98. It's the one that I've been using. I have more than 15,000 kills just with the Kar98 in Warzone. I don't really play with it in multiplayer. I just play with it a bit in order to get it to Damascus. But otherwise, 15,000 kills are purely just on Warzone. So I do spend a lot of time with my sniper. I do love it. Alright, I have a few footage of some I'm not sure if I was using the sniper or not, but some battle royale game that I won. So just enjoy the footage and enjoy the win. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take it easy, guys.
Enemy UAV overhead.
On the top. Please.
Stay down.
On the top is good.
Shit! Taking fire.
I cannot ping the plates down there. I have not shield, bro.
I ain't got it.
Yeah, here.
Oh, sorry.
Problem here?
Ah, can't reload it.
Hate
Down
them.
one.
Confirmed.
Yeah, there's another two more.
Oh, going down.
Who's next?
Quick.
Keep the pressure. You've got gas inbound.
There's sniping. What? Where is
Oh shit.
Want to survive.
Right, they're gonna have to go forward. I need some plates. Where's the fucking plates?
where I died was a satchel. But that's over now.
Got over, haven't they?
Enemy, let's do this. Losing ground. Enemy, let's do this.
Down there. Didn't mean to jump off, but hey.
Hey.
Fuck!
Yes.
New safe zone located. Gas inbound. Down like
Where's the last one?
Oi.
Hostile operator.
Oh no!
Where is he?
He's here! He's like one fucking shot!
Last one on your team. Finish the job.
He's playing up now. He's playing up, sorry.
Yeah.
Have you got a gas mask? Run it, run it.
GG.
Yes.
GG, bro.
GG, man.
GG.
End effect. Option gehen raus. And definitely a good play.
Right, I'm gonna get off.
GG.
No.
Yeah.
Nice last game.